chase forward on Pummeler, not quite the blade color range, and just barely missing onto that Mayap, but there's still more to be done. They're looking for the kill. Reckless gonna come in, and Brock's gonna get the kill credit on that one. And the flash bar Cody Sun lost the insect, but betrays his teammate, and it's gonna be the ace for Fnatic.
Cody Sun loses his mind by flashing into an entire team at the end, and we talked about the volatility of these fights. Fnatic might win off this. The wave is close.
Everything stacked up at the same time. Flame taking insane turret shots. Free.
Alright, hello guys, I'm the Nightwing at Way of Life Esports coming at you guys with another League of Legends video. So Forgiven, leaving Schalke or being benched, sparked a huge, wide community backlash. And, the reason why, for a lot of people who are super new to the scene, the reason why he got a lot of backlash for that is because back in the day, he was on several different teams and was also benched and or kicked due to attitude issues. This ranged from, Copenhagen Wolves at one point, Gambit Gaming, he was on there at one point. You had SK Gaming, you had H2K. The only team I really never heard of him actually being toxic and or having attitude issues was on Origin when they were still in the challenger scene, because they got kicked from the 2017 EULCS springs after the EULCS 2017 spring split, because they were actually pretty fucking terrible. But other than that, people have seen a track record of him, being let go or, quitting due to motivational issues. But the difference with this time is that he said Schalke were unwilling to make roster changes. So today, G2 just lost to Schalke, giving them their first win. I know people are going to say, hey, your boys G2 lost to Misfits and Schalke. What do you think about that? Okay, I'm going to detail all that in my, LEC Week 4 thoughts and opinions, so that's what I'll put all of that, G2 losing talk in that video. But just to kind of give you guys a little quick summary, it's a wake-up call. I like weeks like this because it's so early into the split that losing to a team like Schalke and Misfits is not going to really hurt in the grand scheme of things. They just have to improve. That's pretty much all you have to sum it up to, as I'll do right now, because this is about Forgiven. So if you have Forgiven, who has a track record of leaving teams for a lot of different issues, toxic, motivational issues, not loving League. He goes to the Greek army. He comes back. He's like, yeah, I'm really motivated. I want to prove that I'm one of the best ADCs in EU. And, I still think he played pretty good. I mean, jungler and support literally hard inting you. And, let's be honest, their mid laner is so trash that, people in NA Challenger probably look a lot better. But, LS comments on community reaction to Forgiven being benched. And this is what he said in one of his Twitch clips, actually. Let's play this, actually.
An entire community and everyone just shitting on you for things that we don't have all the information of is so... I don't care that he left a team. And I don't care about how shitty maybe he did it publicly or whatever he said. We can never know the extent of what is actually going on behind the scenes. And I know that firsthand. I know that very, very well firsthand, that you cannot know what is really going on. So until shit actually comes out, I think it's really silly to comment. There's a person, behind that Twitter account. And, that person's been a part of this scene for fucking years. So, interestingly...
Yes, so that's what a lot of people actually don't understand, is that, yes, you are on the internet, yes, it is anonymous, but there's a person behind said screen, and, people are quick to, judge and say a lot of things, and the most consistent thing that I have seen today is that, oh, well, Forgiven was the problem, and now they're winning without Forgiven. First of all, they've won one game without Forgiven, so winning is the wrong termination because they've won a single game without Forgiven, and what he said was true. We have to kind of give him credit there. As he literally said, and as he's said in the other parts of a lot of the online interviews, Forgiven said that Schalke was unwilling to make changes to stay competitive. and to win. Now, let's break that down. They are not competitive. They got a single win, but let's factor something else in. They made a change and won. So he was right. Whether or not he may have said it probably not the correct way, he was right. They changed something up, like even I predicted. I said, you're already 0-6. People understand you're not going to be good. This split, next split might be a different story. Doesn't matter. They're not making playoffs, let's be honest here. But you got to factor in, he was right. And you're already 0-6, 0-7. They're 1-7 now. So, you know, at this point in time, they were 0-6, right? You might as well change some stuff up. What's it going to do? I know people are going to be like, don't just throw somebody in there just to throw somebody. Shut the fuck up. It doesn't matter. You're 0-6. It doesn't matter if you threw freaking squirrels in there to play. You know why it doesn't matter? Because you're already not making playoffs. It doesn't matter, especially when you're 0-7. It really won't matter at that point. So, who cares? If anybody even says stupid shit like that, just punch them in their face. They're so dumb. It's like when Cloud9 in 2018 in summer, when they had their little benching thing and people were going hashtag not my C9, and people were like, well, what are we going to do? Personally, I said on like the Reddit and like to my friends and stuff like that, why don't they just play Blabber? Wasn't Blabber was in the academy scene at the time. And I was like, they're like, no, why? Don't you have freaking Svenskeren? It doesn't matter. The team was in last place. Change literally anything because you need a change because you're in last place, so you need a change. Being in last place is something where people are not probably thinking like, oh goddamn, our roster is perfect, we're blind and delusional, let's keep the same roster, because even Schalke themselves realized how stupid their decision was. Now I think that people said his ego was a roadblock for his pro career. I mean, if you're a person who is established and wants to establish a winning brand, you really can't be on their team. I mean, if they're literally stuck with garbage, trash like Abadage and, you know, players like Gilius, I mean, it wasn't his fault personally, but, I mean, just, he had to have understood this roster was not going to win. Like, let's be honest here, I predicted them like 6th, 7th place, maybe playoff material, gatekeeper team, and even that's really pushing it there at that point, considering you had a bunch of these rookies coming in, and the only team with rookies to really not pan out is Vitalities. So I think that, you know, people just don't know what the hell they're talking about, and it's the same thing with the Cloud9 situation, is that, you know, people say, oh, this person's a snake, this person's a snake, this person said this and that. At the end of the day, it is an owner and a head coach decision to make these changes. I mean, people can give feedback, and let's be honest here, it's like, okay, so since I do YouTube, if someone were to give me advice on doing YouTube while also not doing YouTube, why would I listen to you? Like, it's like going outside and asking a homeless man for money advice. Would any of you do that? Most likely not, because that sounds stupid now, does it? Now, let's be honest here. We don't know what happened. So for people to say X thing, blah, 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 it doesn't matter because you don't know. I mean, I can kind of piece together what happened based off of, you know, all the different benchings and player kicks I've seen over my time of, you know, watching League, but I can't accurately say he did this is why he got benched. Knowing past, it was because of toxicity. Now, that was not said out by Schalke, so that probably is not what happened, because this was when he was younger. He's a little bit older now. Army kind of probably most likely humbled him, and that's fine. It's what it's supposed to do, personally. So here's what I think happened. He probably was like, this is all guessing, this is actually nothing confirmed. This is probably what happened. He's probably like, hey, we need to make some changes. We are literally 0-6. They're like, alright, let's try a new jungler. So they try that. They still don't win. And at that point, he probably should have gave it a couple more days to win, obviously. You know, I think that leaving or whatever was implied this soon is what made people mad. I think what really made people mad is that he left them at like their worst time. They're 1-7 really isn't anything. Let's be honest, guys. They're really trash, honestly. But I think that people need to understand there's a person behind the screen. I mean, I have really tough skin, so if all those people said stuff to me, I honestly wouldn't really care. But, you know, at the end of the day, just realize what you're saying. Realize you don't know jack shit until it's known or a fact. None of us are in team environments, so if you actually are, then please give me some of your insight. I would love to have you on the channel then. But other than that, if we really don't know, I mean, you really don't know, honestly. Like, you are allowed to know what they allow you to know. And it's just like how I do with my own personal life. You know, you are allowed to know as much as I'm allowing you to know. That's just how it should work on, I mean, any basis, because people make up such stupid shit. I mean, I could screenshot you just a ton of garbage I've heard over the years, have it be proven not true, and that person just sit there and look at their frickin' stupid iPhone screen going, man, I must feel like a goddamn retard. That's why those people that commented on those older past C9 videos I did around November-ish time, when I said, you know, C9 needs to make changes, and if they don't make changes, they're going to be the same way. And then people, when they lose, they're going to be like, you know, oh, hey, you should make changes, and it's going to be an ending cycle. And that's when I said, hey, what about we just change the roster, Sneaky included? People are like, oh my god, well, how could you ever replace somebody I like? I'm like, it doesn't matter if you like this person. What matters is winning. And that's what all thing that matters at the end of the day. Whether you choose to agree with that or not really doesn't mean anything, because that's what these people care about. And winning isn't everything, but it's the only thing that matters. See you guys later. Like, comment, subscribe, most of all, enjoy. I'm MSK. I'm not MSK. Oh my god. That's what I call myself on my main channel. Sorry, I'm the Nightwing, and Wave Life Esports is signing out. Peace out, guys.
Hi there, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more stuff.
Yeah, thank you.